Last week, I introduced the three trigonometric ratios, right? And the three trigonometric ratios were sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, cosine of theta is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan theta is opposite over adjacent. Okay? Right? Then, for this aspect now, or this subtopic, we are now finding the sizes of angles together with the length of sides using trigonometry now. Okay? So we are going to need to use those three formulas. Some questions might also require the theorem of Pythagoras, but I'm going to concentrate more on using the trig ratios. Okay? So let's start with this, with C1. It says calculate the size of theta. Okay? Theta is this angle here. That's our reference angle. Right? Our triangle ABC is the right angle, so this side will be the opposite side. Obviously, that will be the hypotenuse because it's opposite the right angle, and BC will become the adjacent side. Are you following that? So, if I want to do C1, okay, I'll write it as sine. I'm going to use, okay, in this case, I can't use directly, I can't use sine. Okay, what information am I given? I'm given the opposite side and the what? Adjacent side. So which trig ratio can I use there? Tan. So this means I will be tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Right? And then this becomes tan theta is equal to the opposite, which is 7, and the adjacent, which is 9. Are you following that? Yes. I decided to use tan because the value of the opposite side is given, the value of the adjacent side is given. Okay? If, can I have your attention? If you want to use sine or cos, it means that you have to calculate the what? The hypotenuse first, using the theorem of what? Pythagoras. Is that clear to everyone? You have to use the theorem of Pythagoras to calculate the length of the hypotenuse. But that will be a longer working, but it will give you the same answer in the end. So here, the shortest way would be to just use tan because the opposite side is given, the adjacent side is given. But it doesn't mean that that's the only way of doing it. The longest way, calculate the hypotenuse first. Right? Once you get here, right, this is now a trig equation. Okay? So we take the tan to the right, we get theta equal to shift tan of 7 over 9. Okay? We are going to round off our answer to 2 decimal places. Yes. Okay. Usually it's 2 decimal places. So we go to our calculator, shift tan, fraction option 7 over 9. Okay? Shift tan of 7 over 9, that will be equal to that. So the answer will be 37.87 degrees. Are you following? Right? 37.87. So theta will be 37.87 degrees. This will be the answer for theta. Okay? Alright? Then for number 2 now it says calculate the length. Okay, so don't worry that they are putting 2 digits. The length of AC. Now AC is the hypotenuse. Remember I said earlier that you can calculate it first, but since you are in grade 10, you don't need to use the theorem of Pythagoras to calculate AC. We are going to use trigonometric ratios to calculate AC. and AC is our hypotenuse. If, say, you have decided to calculate it in part 1, it means you have to repeat the same thing in part 2. Okay? So you do the same question twice. Alright? So here, I'm going to use trigonometric ratios. Right? For today, I think I like cos, so I'm going to use that to calculate the value of AC. AC is the hypotenuse. Okay? So let me do it here quickly. So to calculate AC, I'm going to use cos. So I'll say cosine of theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay? What is theta? I have calculated it. My theta is 37,87 degrees. What is my adjacent? It's 9. I want to calculate AC. Are you following there? Huh? You following? Then, please be aware that the denominator of the left-hand side is a 1. Then we cross what? Cross multiply. So this AC multiplies cos 37,87. The 1 multiplies the 9. So we can end up having AC times cosine of 37,87 is equal to 9. Then, what's the next step after that? What's the next step after that? We divide both sides by cos 37,87. Okay? But you can carry on at home and finish that. Okay? Okay. So AC would equal to. Okay, let me just do this quickly before we go. So that will be equal to 9 divided by cos 37,87. Cos 37. So you get 11,40. So this will be 11,40. Right?